The Oklahoma City Thunder are your 2025 NBA champions, but let's be honest, that series was weak. The NBA has had 7 different champions in the last 7 seasons. And to Adam Silver, that may sound like a really good thing. Like, yes, there's a lot of parity in the league now. And now that it's no longer run by super teams, every city can get a fair shake at winning an NBA championship. And again, while that may sound like a good thing on the surface, it does also alienate the casual viewer. Let's be honest here. Most casual viewers of the NBA want to see the biggest players play in the biggest games and have the biggest moments in those games. We used to rush to our TVs to see LeBron James potentially do something amazing, like, I don't know, like a chase down block in the waning seconds of the game, or a Kyrie Irving pull-up 3 to win the finals. We used to run to the TV to see guys like Kevin Durant, LeBron James, Stephen Curry, Draymond Green, Klay Thompson, J.R. Smith, the list goes on the court at the same time. Look, the fact of the matter is the NBA has been a star-driven league since its inception, and it will always be that way. So the bottom line is, while yes, having parity in the league and making sure that nobody can really stack rosters, it does create a better competition pool. But unlike the NFL, it is very hard to follow all of the regular season games of the NBA, which is why a lot of people, the casual viewers, don't even watch until the playoffs to begin with. I think the new league is more so catering to basketball purists, which isn't necessarily a bad thing because, don't get me wrong, I watched every single game of the NBA Finals and there were some good hoops. Even though that series went 7 games, it didn't feel like there were any big storylines going on with it. And the biggest star in the game is SGA, which, again, don't get me wrong, SGA is a wonderful basketball player, but in terms of star power, I think his game is not compelling enough to the casual viewer to say, I need to rush to the TV to see this guy play. The thing about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, I kind of joke and call him Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, because he does everything so efficiently, so effective, and that doesn't necessarily always translate into an entertaining play style. He literally hoops like a ChatGPT bot, right? Like, he can get to wherever he needs to as efficient as possible. He doesn't have to make it look flashy. He just gets it done. He's kind of like a jack of all trades, but a master of none. And again, I think that that type of play style is not as compelling, even with the 29 points and 12 assists that he scored in Game 7. It's not as compelling as like watching a Kyrie Irving dance around people in the finals. Kevin Durant, guys like that. Luka Doncic, Anthony Edwards, the list goes on. But like I said before, I do actually love basketball, so I did watch these games and I enjoyed them. But it did also still feel like something was missing entertainment-wise, and I think that's largely just the star power. But I want to know what you think. Drop it down below in the comments.